Testing, testing. I hope y'all can hear me. This is for those catching this on the playback. It's been 7 months, y'all. 7. Time to catch up. Time to check in. I know what's going on, Thoreaus. It's been forever, right? I checked, it's been about 7, 8 months. Yeah, it's been about 7, 8 months. It's time to check it. It's been time to check in. Most High's been pushing me, like just giving me so many downloads, and I've been appreciative. So it's time to start sharing now. Time to check in with y'all too. How y'all been? How is life treating y'all? How is Most High been treating y'all? How you been treating yourselves? Right? It's Libra season. Checks and balances. Things are making their way even again. Yes. Thank you, beloved. Thank you for being here. You know what I mean? Hit the like button as y'all come on in. Let's do a quick gratitude affirmation to the Most High. It's me again, Ja, here with the collective, with my collective family. Um, we just grateful for life, grateful for the lessons, grateful for the blessings, grateful for being able to recognize your language, Most High, when you speak to us, and knowing when we need to check ourselves, and knowing when to check in with you, Most High, Heavenly Mother, Heavenly Father. We are truly grateful. Um, so yeah, we protect the space. We protect the energetic space, the spiritual space, the cyberspace is protected, and we are truly grateful. So, family, so much things. I'm like, it's so many downloads. What's going on? Greetings. Yeah, good to see you too. Thank you, everybody that's coming in. It's been a while. All right, so 2 cards that I pulled out in a preliminary. We got the Avenger and the Mediator, which we already know the full moon was in Aries. So that's the Avenger. And I feel like with the Libra sun, that's the Mediator. Okay, so the brother and sister, you could say, or opposing energy, but they're still one and the same. And it's not, there's no opposition. It's just a mirror effect. So on the lighter side of things, this energy is being able to balance out justice, right? And righteousness on behalf of yourself and society. So right now we're going to be going through tests, you could say, or just situations that are going to test our will to make things right. But again, you can't control what other people do. You can only control your actions. You can only control your reaction to certain things. So you got to be mindful. And I think it's calling in for you to think about both sides of the spectrum. Let me pull another one. Y'all can hear me all right? I just want to make sure my mic is on. Chocolate Delights. What's going on? Hey, y'all. And the app has upgraded since I've been on. So there's so many new features and stuff. I can see who's been in the family for a while. Yeah, I can see that. What's going on, y'all? Yeah. Okay, so there's going to be some negotiating. So you could be negotiating like for a raise, for a higher paying job, um, negotiating rent, possibly. There's going to be some negotiations coming forward. And the thing about it is knowing your worth, and not from an egoic standpoint, from a standpoint of knowing your value, embellishing your value, knowing your value. When you know your value, you won't overestimate, because you might feel like, see, I'm overqualified for this job. Why not? They not giving me $1 million a year for this job. No, you might be a little overestimating for that position. So you just got to meet. Oh, yo, this is the wild card. Yo, this is crazy. Hold on, hold on. Love it. This is the wild card in this deck. This is basically you have a clean slate. So let's say you got fired from a job and you worried about getting a new job, like them reaching out to the old job. It's a clean slate. Like, yeah, you did a no call, no show, but the new job is not going to find out about it. The new job is not going to find out about it. Okay, it's a clean slate. Just don't do that with this new opportunity. Don't do that. You know what I mean? Don't do that. Okay. Even if you don't give them notice and you put that email in, like, hey, I won't be coming back. That counts as a resignation. If you say, hey, I resign immediately, you do your last Friday, that Friday, you send that email when you clock out 6 o'clock and you send that email. You know what I mean? Y'all, it's a clean slate right now. There's a clean slate also with your shadow attributes. Having forgiveness with your shadow, right? The mistakes that you've made in the past. So it says with the mediator, it says shadow attribute, negotiating with an ulterior motive or hidden agenda, either personally or professionally. That's deep. Hold on, let me show you the graphics on that though. Like, I didn't even get to do this hand with the designs. Look at that. Because you're tying yourself with other people. Because yeah, when you work a contract, I'm getting contracts are coming through heavy. There's gonna be some new contracts, new soul contracts coming through. Yeah, they're going from one extreme to the next. We coming out of summer, coming into the fall, you know, coming out of extreme heat. Ooh. Okay, so there's a lot of light and dark duality. Wow. It's going to show you your growth during this season. Coming out of a dark spell. Harvest moon. Yeah. We just came out of the harvest moon. You know that. This could be considered the harvest moon too, because it's in Libra season. I have to check which one is the harvest moon. Was it this past Aries, the energy we in now, or last month in September? But I think this is it. This is the harvest moon. Yeah, because that would have been the beginning of September would have been Virgo. Either way, like the seeds that you have planted. So you already know it was eclipse season too, in the Virgo energy and Virgo season. So we know, stemming from last year into this year, how much have you grown within a year's time? And it's cyclical. So these cycles are looped together. You're going to be looking at 6 months, 3 months, 1 year, 7 years, because Uranus just came out of Taurus and is going back into retrograde. There's a lot of reassessing that's happening. There's a lot of reassessing that's happening for the collective. Let me pull a crystal. Hold on. The ancestor deck popped out. Like, I thought it was another deck when I was pulling, like choosing what decks I wanted to use. And the ancestors, I pulled. I didn't even know that was the deck. I thought it was something else. And I was like, oh, the ancestors definitely want to be heard. They want to be heard because there's a legacy that needs to be grown at this time. So no ulterior motives, like, you know what I mean? Don't resort to um pettiness. If there's pettiness on a job, don't go back and be petty. You know, if they view you, they could view you even as a pushover, because when you ready to put your notice in and you got another job lined up and you got the perfect contract, when Most High sets this up for you, like, they're gonna see what they lost. Okay, we got Eye of the Storm and rose quartz at the bottom. Knowing your worth, straight up. That's Taurus and Libra, is knowing your worth, knowing what you bring to the table, knowing what skills and attributes are needed in an environment, and also what you're looking for in an environment, in a soul group, friend group, at a job. What are you looking for? What are your deal breakers? And I think that they're changing. Your perspective has changed, especially when there's growth, like mentally and emotionally, financially, as you grow, as your family may grow. You know, if you have children, more children, or just you're no longer single, you're in a relationship. See, look, renewal. You need to take time to recharge your energy to get back on track. Challenges ahead require you to have faith and breakthrough. I also feel like too, with the checks and balances, um, like Most High is doing like a are you up to code? You know, like how, and if you live in an apartment building, they check the elevators, you know, to make sure that the gears are working, everything. The elevator is up to code. There's no need of repairs happening. This is what's happening to us on the energetic level. Are we up to code? Are we up to this? Everybody's talking about the new shift, but are you up to it? Are you up for it? Um, Look, and that, are you up for this new life? Okay. You may get a fresh start or be called to bring in a new perspective to your old job. You may get a tempting job or offer or a new place. That's exactly what I just said. It never ceases to amaze me. As long as I've been doing this, it never ceases to amaze me. Hey, Candy, what's going on? Sending much love right back to you. Yes, welcome. I'm telling you, there's a fresh, and it's right on top of the fruition card. Things are blooming. Even though this is like when things start, it gets darker earlier. The leaves start dying off the trees and Ray Tay Tay. But I'm telling you, there's a perspective change about your. You could have you started hating your profession, your job, and then you get a new perspective. Like, okay, well, now it's just maybe time. I'm not going to be there lamenting over the job. I'm just going to go find another one, or maybe upgrade my skills, go back to school, take a refresher course, something that can, you may have a certification, and there's different modalities, and you may just need to get, like, I'm in nursing, right? You're tired of the total bedside. Go get a wound care certification, become a wound care nurse. You know what I mean? And then you just go around do wounds and do treatments and, bandages and things of that nature. Switch. There's different ways to switch things up. I'm telling you. What's this? A wish come true. Your wish is being granted, but it may not come in the way you expected. No worries. It's just what you need. It's just what you need. You could be looking for I'm on for some reason, even though that's a money card, I'm looking at that in a relationship standpoint too. Like, um, you know, there may be a new friendship coming in, or even a new relationship, and it may be with somebody that you didn't think you would be attracted to. That's coming forward too. Like, it's just what you need. Look, gifts. You are uncovering new talents that will land you new work or a better position. That's what I'm saying. You could get more money with the deal as well. Yes, especially if you go for that certification. You invest in yourself. Okay, because I think wound care is a little grip, but depending if new perspective, you like, you know what, I hate this job, but I'm gonna milk them for everything they got. Oh, y'all pay for continuing education, pay for this class. I need a phlebotomy certification, pay for my for phlebotomy, pay for my wound care nursing, pay for my and I'm just giving y'all from what I know, you know what I'm saying, the profession I know, but this could be in any profession that you in, you know what I'm saying. You hate that job, but they pay for this and that. Okay, y'all gonna pay for this and that. That's how I get petty. You gonna pay for my level up. And then when I get all those certifications that y'all pay for, then I'm gonna use that and find a better paying job. That's the best revenge. That's the sweetest revenge. Is it not? Is it not? We got beginning. It's a good time to start a new job. Listen, a whole new career. You have creative ideas that get noticed. Build a nest egg for the future. Start saving. You know what I mean? It's a new beginning. It's different. And then underneath that is crypto. It says investments. Be careful. Um, Different astrologers and different people have been saying like 2026 crypto may take a hit. So just be mindful of what you're investing in. Stocks are tried and true. You could never go wrong with stocks. Like, especially if you get the right tutelage and the right guidance from someone. Look, out the box. That's out the box. I'm just saying. It's a clean slate, new life. That's what I'm talking about. New money, new perspective. That's the whole thing. It comes from your mind. It's a new perspective, new connection with the Most High. New perspective on how you connect with Source. New whole new perspective is happening. A renewal. Look, possibilities. Follow your dreams. Make up your mind. Believe in yourself. Because sometimes that is what brings in the stagnant energy, is because your mind is not made up. You may have a business idea, but then you like, but the bills, the job is what pays the bills. Make up your mind how you want it to look. Maybe you want to do both. Maybe you're like, I want to do both. I like the profession I'm in. I just don't like the job. I love the gifts, the new gifts and the new talents that keep coming up. And I want to be able to express that. So then go for both. Why not? Follow your dreams. It doesn't say you have to, it has to be one way. It doesn't say that you have to, okay, either be an entrepreneur or have a job. Do both. You feel stagnant at a dead end job. There's a glass ceiling. You feel stuck. You feel like you're too old to go back to school. Or there's nothing that interests you right now that you would want to take up. That's what's blocking you, yup. Look, that's what's blocking you. I'm getting to, okay, this block card is saying a lot. Your wishes could have been blocked at one point or delayed. But I feel like once you get this new perspective, it's going to be unlocked. You're no longer bitter at the delay. You understand that everything happens, and it's easy to say that, right, when now the doors are unlocked. But when you were in a waiting stage, when you didn't know the outcome of a situation, you were salty, you were bitter, right? I'm getting that too. You got to be real with yourself. You was a little salty and a little bitter with Most High, like, what's going on? I'm also getting to you've blocked the aspect of yourself that was holding you back too. Like different vices that you were holding, lack mentalities, you started to block that out your life. And that old self continued to try to test you to bring you back into that old mindset. And you're like, listen, I know I'm blessed and highly and highly favored. The devil is a liar. That's a lie. Okay. You could be drowning in like responsibilities, feeling like you're over. I'm telling you, this is what you have. This is what you coming from. You're coming from that drowning in debt. It's a clear slate, wild card. That's what the 3D was telling you. Okay. Let's get one more. Look, but you're protected. Archangel Michael, protection, prevented from harm, divine intervention. Okay. Stepping on them demons, stepping on the demon of depression, yo. The spirit of depression, the spirit of, loss, lack. That it won't never change. You can't get out of your situation. Because people resort to this word when they feel like there's no way of getting out of their situation. But there's so many possibilities. That was the first card that came out. There's so many possibilities. You're going from one extreme to the next. That's the duality. That's gift that's being bestowed upon you because you change your mind. Let's get one of these. Hold on. I don't know where we at with time. Your wish is being granted, yo. And just when you think you're about to drown, just when you think like, oh, man, that's when that job offer gonna come through. That's when that new place is gonna come through. That's when that new relationship is fork in the road. That's what I'm talking about. There's different, it's like there's different directions so many directions that I could go to. How I notice how Most High works with most people is that when there's a fork in the road, it's always piff in the park, right? You'll be guided towards the direction. Let's say you have a choice of 2 jobs. Let's say you have a choice of 2 different places you want to live. Put in your application for both. You put in your application for both. Not saying the one that comes first, but the one that it feels better, the process feels better, is more of a smooth transition into. And not saying that could be your forever home, but that could be, almost like this is perfect for you for right now. That job is perfect for you for right now. We'll do another check-in in 6 months. We'll do another check-in. That's why your lease, after a year, you're like, okay, I lived here for a year. Do I want to renew? Checks and balances. Do I want to renew the lease or do I want to find something better? Message in a bottle. That's what I'm saying. The Most High is guiding you. There's no reason to. You got to let go of the outcome. Stop stressing. I told my coworker that I was like, stop stressing. You're doing everything you're supposed to do. Don't stress. Don't worry about the outcome. The answers will be revealed to you. It'll come to you. Whether you like the answer or not is what's best for you at that time. You got new life all over again. Okay? Times 2. All that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, the choice, because it's the choices is coming up. Okay? You can't look at, okay, this looks like I could get in better here. This is why your vices come into play all the time. Your vices come into play because let's say you need to take a drug test for a job. Then you got to try to do all this finagling. But if you clear, you don't even have to worry about that. You have all options and all possibilities and all doors can be open to you. Certain stuff is closed to you because and blocked from you is because again, you're holding on to old vices. You don't want to repair your credit. You know what I'm saying? Get that renewal. Start little things. Get a secured card. Start putting money on there. Pay your bills with it, so it can start looking good. Start doing stuff to bring that credit score up. Because no matter how much you're like, oh, that's the matrix stuff, you still need it, sweetie. Hold on. Refresh. Refresh. You still need it. Look, we got, see, ground zero, the fool. This is the new beginning. This is what's new coming through. This is what the ancestors want to show you too. Look, we got the sun, that's Big Mama. 4 baskets. All that glitters. 5 of baskets. That 4 baskets, I feel like your discernment is going to show you. Like your old job could be feeling like you about to leave and then try to give you a raise, but you're going to have more responsibility. It's not going to equate right. Look, strength. Your intuition and your that's why your perspective on your connection with Most High is changing. You're going to get that strength. Look, 8 of back. I'm telling you, you're still going to wind up walking away. Because there's a lot of options. You got a lot of options. I'm getting. The regret is going to come in the form. See, this is where apprehension, because you like, I don't want to regret a decision. I don't want to regret making the wrong choice. It's never, even if you suffered. This new beginning is telling you that it's rest assured. Your ancestors are like, rest assured, yo, we got you. Rest assured, you're going to make the right choice. Rest assured with the strength card, you're going to get your spending in order. You're going to get these vices in order. 3 of submersible. I was getting 3 of cups energy. A celebration that's happening. This is happening like underneath the table, underneath the books. This new beginning. It's working out in the background. Ace of Wands. Okay, people are not going to be able to control your actions. People are not going to be able to control what decisions you make, and that's what a lot of that's what's being blocked. Like other people may want a say in the choices that you make, and you're not doing it. Look, not. Can y'all hear me? Stray, what's going on? Listen, I'm gonna shoot you a text, brethren. Get out of here. I was saying I needed to text you too. Yup, discipline and trust in self. I'm telling you. There's a whole new perspective that's coming in. Look, 9 of baskets. So this shows it too. Also with your vices. Hold on, because I didn't even realize this popped out. This is showing like, okay, these are also choices too. Like walking away and going towards what? Okay, more higher learning, more value, cash value. I'm getting. celebrating, but in moderation. Okay, you may be getting a higher check, but you're not going to be spending. You're going to be saving and investing. Where is it? Yeah, you're going to be saving and also investing in this new beginning. You're going to be doing more traveling. Like you're going to see how when you start to really budget, you're going to see where the odds and ends, like where's your money, all your money going, and you realize that I'm not really broke. I'm just spending it in the wrong areas, or I could cut back on this, I could cut back on that. Okay. And when you do, you realize that you have more money to do other things. I really don't need to get my hair done this week. You know what I'm saying? I'll just put it in a ponytail, throw on a wig. You know what I mean? I don't really need that new pair of sneakers right now. It's not a necessity. I'm good. I have choices. I got clothes. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna start to pull back, okay? And buy a bag of rice, a bag of quinoa, whatever, and eat veg and throw some cabbage and be good with some cabbage and rice. You understand? You know what I mean? You're gonna start seeing that, and then when you do that, and also investing also in your spiritual protection. When I get the alligator, I'm getting like spiritual protection, like getting up your tools, buying some ancestor money, buying your Florida water, but just getting little odds and ends, getting certain crystals. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna start to notice that, and that's how your wishes, because the Nine of Cups is wishes coming true. How your wishes is gonna start coming out subconscious, like what you really wishing for. This new passionate going into cuffing season. Oh no. We got messenger of airships. I feel like that's knight of swords. The moon cycles. I feel like too, like people attempting to manipulate your emotions. You see it quicker with certain interactions. Petty coworkers try to act like they snitching on you. Then come to find out they can't pin it on you. Trying to pin things on you, but you're able to prove like, oh yeah, that wasn't me. Check the system. You can see who signed off on that. That wasn't me. That was Bethany. And they're like, oh, okay. Yeah, so you need to give Bethany a call about that. That wasn't me. Again, Nine of Cups twice. You got Nine of Cups twice. You got New Life twice. Okay. It's something with like your emotions too, drawing these things. Like with the full moon energy, usually it's the new moon where a lot of where you feel emotional things coming up. Of this time it was more like, I don't know. It just felt like things were just coming up. Yep, and that's the Three of Wands. So this is the resources, the networking, the calling back, the emails coming back. You know what I'm saying? The resume being sent out, the applications for school, the or vending opportunity. You know what I'm saying? You could be realizing like you want to do both, but the hours that you work on a job, you mostly work on the weekend. But most vending opportunities are on the weekend. So how are you going to vend your product, your skills, right? How are you going to market, right? But you work at your job every weekend. This is what you're evaluating. Checks and balances. Four of Vengeance. This is the Four of Wands. Movement. As I said, travel. In this card too is you see that's a passport. I don't know if y'all can see. That's a passport. Moving homes, getting a new car. There could be a middleman involved too. So HR director before you actually get is that a woodpecker? Yo, I'm seeing yeah. It looks like a woodpecker. I like to look all that up. Every time I see a specific animal, I've been looking up different types of birds and all that. There's a middleman. I'm also getting like your ancestors and your spirit team are also middlemen to the Most High to be able to get messages to you. Okay, nature, birds, anything, insects. Yeah, you know, how many birds do you see of this type of bird? All of that means something. These are all messages. If you go to a job, is there when you go to the interview and you pick up a coin, there may be a coin on a path or rose petals on the path. All of these are signs like, yeah, this is it right here. This is the choice you need to make. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? Yeah, so good to see you too. Much love, y'all. Yeah, all my moderators. Yeah, y'all. Listen, there's always family that come to support me. That's all that matters to me. Straight up. You know. Hey, what's up? Good to see you too. All the old faces, all the old names. What's going on? I'm sorry for the sniffling, y'all. Allergies. And then with the moon voyage too, like I'm telling you, your dream state also is going to be giving you some type of messages as well on certain issues that you need to clear, subconscious issues that you need to clear out, that has also bring in stagnant and block energy from you being able to gain certain things. This is what I'm seeing too. So it's going to be imperative to remember your dreams and remember where you go, especially when you're traveling and doing astral traveling, and it's going to seem weird, but you're going to realize what it means. Like, what does that actually mean in layman terms? You'll take the time out to figure that out. Okay, so I still got subconscious mommy issues. I still got subconscious daddy issues, even though I made amends with them, like, oh, they're not even here. Like, my father done passed away. I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm okay. And it's like, no, subconsciously, you not. Subconsciously. This is why you keep attracting certain type of people. There's definitely some offers that's going to be coming in. Doing your research is going to be key. I feel like don't rush either. There may be someone attempting to rush you to make a decision. I feel like that people that are okay, whatever it is, job, relationship, friendship, whatever it is, situation, and they're attempting to rush you. For me, as a tourist, I'm like, oh no, that's a red flag. That's a red flag right there. Why are you rushing? Why are you rushing? How do you feel when you go? Like I said, when you go to these places or meet up with these people, how are you feeling? That's going to be key, because you don't want to regret, and you're going to be. That's when you regret it. When you like, my first mind told me something didn't feel right. My first mind told me, um, like the vibes, and you could be trying to explain away the vibes. No, read it for what it is. Fairness, strategy. You're getting imbued with a lot of energy for this new clean slate. Like, it's like, and resources too, to be able to leave things behind that. or leave offers on the table behind because you want something new. You're like, okay, in the past, I have this on my name, that on my name. Don't worry about that. The right position will be there for you. Or I applied for this job back in the day. They never took me. Oh, wow. Wow, that's deep. Hold on. I just see, hold on. That's crazy. Let me pull some. While we on this, while, I didn't even mean to pull those cards out. It's all right. Listen, I'll probably be going live again because it's just, there's a lot that I want to put on the table. There's a lot. And okay, and then the resources are going to be coming in. If you're attempting to start a business on the side, I feel like you're going to start looking into grants. I feel like this could be the third time that you could be initiating a business, if not the same, something else, something different, another talent. Um, but this time you're going to go towards a more route where you're going to get assistance, collaboration, networking. 2025 was definitely supposed to be a networking year. Um, and I feel like Kai Sanat definitely with that stream that he did, that Mafia-thon, he didn't do it by himself. I mean, he had his homeboys, he had a plethora of athletes, star, you name it, rappers, singers, actresses, actors, athletes, everybody. He done had everybody on the show. Okay. Different nationalities, male, female, it don't matter. Okay. His family, okay, his mom and his sister. He couldn't do it by himself. All right, y'all. On the love side, law of attraction. You attract what this is what you realize it too. That's why you like, I want to get my shit together. Because you're realizing like that wish fulfillment, that partner that you really wish for, you're growing into knowing that, okay, I gotta get strong first in myself. Let me get strong. Let me get this new life going. Let me make up my mind on what I want. What makes me feel secure? What is yours will always be yours. Yeah, it's secured by the divine. Pure ecstasy. Yeah, your partner elevates your mind, body, and soul. This feeling of pleasure is electrifying. Yeah, you want something holistic. You want something holistic. You want something, you want to be protected or feel safe. Cardi B. I love that. I love that song. You know what I'm saying? You want to feel safe with your partner, possibly a reconnection, a reconciliation. All right. And you want to stand in love. I feel like somebody could be somebody from the past is like looking at you from a different perspective too, and is falling in love with the new you, or falling in love with the true you and not what they thought you were. Hey, what's up? Good to see you too. Um, you know, they're starting to see like, yeah, I've always been attracted to this person. Um, and when I check it, they've always been a friend. They've always been reliable. I don't know why I thought that it wouldn't be a reliable relationship. You know, let's read that crystal real quick, y'all, because I think I got the roll. I can run my mouth, but like I said, I'll be back. Where is it? Eye of the storm. I think that is okay. Look, keywords: safe haven, safe haven. You want to feel safe in this new life that you are. Yeah. Again, that's why that could be another reason why you looking for a new place. because you like, I want to feel safe. Where you living at, maybe you don't feel safe. Maybe you feel like people could break into your car, or your car has gotten broken into, and you like, yeah, nah, time to go. Eye of the storm is a safe haven for your soul, a calm center no matter what upheavals may occur, a life support system during stressful times or serious illness. Hold on to it during challenges so that you keep things into perspective. You may be allowing the challenges and traumas of life to push you off center. Stress and pressure are a major cause of your disease. You could be focusing too closely on one aspect of your life to the detriment of others. Look at the wider picture. Time to relax and let go of your stress. Stay mindful rather than watchful. Excessive adrenaline adversely affects your immune system. Switch on the positive potential in your cell walls. Meditate quietly to rejuvenate your DNA. You can stay centered and calm no matter what storm rages around you. Timing any walking safely through the storm. And this is what I was saying too. You know, keeping your perspective, your connection to the Most High, your connection to your spirit team, to your ancestors, because when you do that, that's how they can strengthen you. That's how they got your back. That's how they like, listen, we got you. For some reason, I'm feeling like with this Ace of Wands, it's like this is the fire that's being beamed on any negative thinking too, and any negative energy around you. Also using the fire element is going to be key. So candles, incense. Good to see you too. Candles, incense, things of that nature to provide a safe haven. Access adrenaline. Like I said, I was telling my coach, like, don't stress. Don't worry about the outcome. It's hard, but you got to detach from the outcome. Because staying in fight or flight is not going to, it's going to make it worse. And anxiety, when there's a fork in the road, it's like, There's also test runs and trials I'm getting too. Like, let's say you fill out a job application. Maybe there's some things in your history, right? And that's why I'm like, y'all, you fell out for a job, you don't get it. You realize maybe you didn't word it right. Maybe you didn't word your resume right. Then go back, revise it, revise your resume, revise how you fill out the application. Same thing. I'm telling you. And something's going to open up your life. The message is going to get to you. That you're going to get that email of approval, that email of offer of employment, all of that. Ooh, ooh. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all. We're going to end this one right here. I'm so grateful for everybody that was here in the chat, everybody who hit the like button, everybody see this on the playback. I am going to come back tonight though, because they are, like I said, there's a most highs like it's time to share. If you don't, somebody will. You know you miss pulling these cards. you know, so take the opportunity to share, and I'm taking the opportunity to share with y'all. Love y'all, appreciate y'all. Y'all know how to get at me. See y'all on the check-in. Peace.